Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a quick video, well I hope it's quick, just to let you guys know some of my tips and tricks for doing your dorms class registration because it gets insane. So, my first thing that I would tell you is that it absolutely is going to crash. The system will crash. It crashes every time, so when you get on and you can't get through, don't freak out. That happens every year. So, or every term. So, you will get an email like a week before, well at least it was a week for us, a week before you get, like before registration opens. So ours opened last Wednesday, we got the email the Wednesday before that. So you'll get an email, it'll tell you when registration is gonna open, and it will give you a couple of different like tips. So it tells you to clear a couple of things. So I would just, whatever they tell you to do that. It gives you like tutorials, like if you don't know how to do it, like it says click here if you don't know how to da-da-da. So you just click on that link and it'll take you to a place that tells you how to do what they're telling you to do. I would do what they're telling you to do. It's just supposed to make everything move quicker. So I would do that. And then it gives you a guide, like a PDF file that you can go to that kind of gives you a couple of tips and tricks when you're logging in and what to expect. So absolutely review that, go over it, especially if you're taking collegiate courses. Those are a lot, like there's just more to them. So I would look at that. I did not take any collegiate courses, so I didn't have to worry about that part. So I would not be the one to tell you exactly what to do for that. That would be my first tip. Review that email that they give you, make sure you read over it. And my second tip would be to log into dorms the week before. So when they give it to you, just go ahead and log in, make sure you're good to go. I would log in the day before and then a couple of hours before just to make sure that your login information is still good. Everybody always has issues with logging in. Literally, every time there is class registration, everybody is like, I can't get into my dorms, my login account isn't working, they're telling me I have to reset my password. Get that done before. So, that's what I would do, especially if you're wanting a class like Heritage or something like that. I would do it super, like be really prepared before. So that would be my second tip, is to make sure that you can log in. My third tip would be when you go in, so you log in, and what was happening to us was you would get one page in and then you would click it, click next, and then it would come up and say this site can't be reached. It's just because there's tons of people on the site. So when it comes up and says the site can't be reached, most of the time people will exit out and go back into dorms and start all over. Don't do that. Click the back button on your web browser and it will go back to the page, and then you can just click next. That way you're not having to go, if you get 3 steps in, you're not having to go all the way back to the beginning and work your way through it, because that will take forever. People were literally on for like an hour and 45 minutes. So that would be one of my biggest tips, is if you get kicked out of the site, don't exit out and try to go back and log in. Just hit the back button. Keep hitting the back button until you get to a page where you can click the next button and try to go forward again. It really is ridiculous that it's super crazy like this, but it is. So we gotta work with it. Okay, so my fourth tip would be, if you are wanting to take a class like Heritage, obviously that class goes really quickly, so be ready to go. But I would also see if any of your roommates or your friends that are doing the college program also want to take that class. It would be cool, I mean this is what we did, if you were communicating maybe on the phone with whoever else you is taking that class, because then you can schedule the times you take the class the same day, and then you can hang out with them, go to the parks before or something after, or whatever works out. So that's what I would also suggest, just if you want to. If you don't want to, if you don't care, if you take the class, you know, by yourself, whatever, or if none of your friends are doing it, that's obviously not something you have to do, but that would just be a recommendation for you. And my fifth tip is, one of my friends was having a really hard time getting through. So we were going back and forth between Safari and Chrome. I used Chrome, it worked fine the entire way. Safari was having issues for me. And then my friend Lindsay, my roommate Lindsay, also was trying to use Safari, and then it wasn't working very well, so she switched to Chrome. And what she told us was she had to update Chrome, so make sure your Chrome is updated to the like the best level, and then she had to sign out and sign in as a guest. I'm guessing on like your Google thing, that's what I'm guessing. And then, because, so what that did for her when she signed out and signed in as a guest, it cleared all the cookies, which I have no idea how things work on the internet or on Chrome or anything like that, but it's like a bunch of like browsing history and like all this stuff that, those are like the cookies that like, I don't even know. But when she logged out and logged back in as a guest, it cleared all of that. So that wasn't in the way. And then she could do it pretty much perfectly. So if you're having trouble, that might be something that would help you. I didn't have to do that, but she did. So, you know, there you go. Also, I would say just be calm. Expect for it to be backed up. It's gonna kick you out of the site. It's gonna tell you you can't do it. Be calm, just work with the site. You know, I mean, what do you expect when 6,000 people are trying to get on one website to register? Like, it's gonna happen. So I would just take that into consideration when you're getting ready. Know that it's gonna happen, be prepared for that, and then you won't even be upset when things, I mean, obviously be upset, it's frustrating, but yeah. I would also say that for us, there were 3 heritage classes open, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 4 to 6. They all got taken within the hour, but that was because everybody was having trouble. Usually they're taken within, I mean, I would say 30 to 45 minutes, but if you want it, I would be on top of it. So those got taken pretty quickly, but they did open a 4th heritage class the next day on Thursday. So if you don't get the class you want, keep looking at the site, because they sometimes will open up additional classes if you are having trouble, you know, with that, if you can't get in. And they do tell you what time and where the classes are, the start date, so all of that's already there. You should be able to put that in your schedule. Like, our classes are from 4 to 6. I got Heritage, which I'm really excited about, so I will be telling you guys more about that class when I start to take it. But yeah, so it does tell you the times, it tells you the date that it starts, it tells you the day that it's on, and it tells you, like ours is in Chatham, classroom number 4. So, you know, it just, I think it's 4, it might be a different one, I don't know. But yeah, so it tells you all that information. It's very thorough, and I'm thinking about taking Disney Leadership during the second semester, or the second little thing. I don't know if I'm going to or not, but maybe. So yeah, those would be my tips for you when you are trying to register for classes. I would definitely block out at least an hour and a half, just to be safe. It took me about 20 minutes, but some people, obviously it was taking longer. So just be ready for that, be prepared, and yeah. I'm very excited. We are getting so stinking close. We're almost there. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to leave and go and just get started. So yeah, I will be vlogging a lot here in the next week or so. I'm going to try to do a countdown vlog, so that'll be awesome. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have any more questions, please feel free to comment down below and ask them. Or to contact me on any social media. I will be happy to answer any questions for you. I hope you guys have a really great day. I will see you next time. Hey everybody, so it is July 25th and we just got our housing email. So I'm gonna take you guys through what that looks like on my computer.